Thank you all so much for joining us today. My name is Nevena Cvetic. I'm the Executive Director of Leadership, Professional, and Career Development here at the Graduate College. I'm going to pass it over to Mar to introduce herself.
Hi all, my name is Marlena Gatlin and I am the Event and Program Manager at the Graduate College.
And joining us today also is Dustin Davis, and I'll just hand it over to him for a quick intro.
Hi, thanks, Nev. My name is Dustin Davis. I am a doctoral candidate entering my fourth year in the Interdisciplinary Health Sciences PhD program. I've been involved with the Graduate College as a GA, a Grad Role Ambassador, and then also on the Grad Academy Advisory Board. Thanks.
Thanks, Dustin. So welcome to today's information session. We're so glad that you are interested in some of the Grad Academy programs and offerings. So Mara and I will start off by providing you with a bit of an overview of how we support graduate students, and then we're going to hand it over to Dustin after that to share a little bit about his experience, and then we're going to open it up to questions from everyone in case you have any specific ones about any of the programs that we go over. So to start us off, just to give you a little bit of an overview of the Graduate College and kind of our main functions, we kind of have these three main functions that we offer. So we are first located at the University Gateway building. It's right across the street from In-N-Out, in case you have not been here yet. We're on the second floor. And just so you know, we have a graduate commons here for you in case you ever need to study or meet with any of your groups, or if you ever need a conference room for presentations and things like that, you can definitely use that. So our first main function is that we work closely with partners across campus to administer graduate programs. So, from recruitment to admissions to retention and conferring degrees. So kind of an administrative role. And then we have a graduate financial services team that administers graduate assistantships on campus, as well as scholarships and fellowships and some financial and emergency support for graduate students when they need that. And then finally, the Grad Academy, which is why you're here today, supports the leadership, professional, and career development of graduate and professional students. So we offer a wide array of opportunities that help promote student success, but also prepare students for their career after graduation. So while each of you come from different graduate programs, the goal of your department is ultimately to form you to be an expert in your field. So your department gets you to your goal of a master's or doctoral degree, but the Grad Academy is here to make sure that that diploma is put to use and here to support your transition into the working world. So, with that, we use the Grad Academy pillars to kind of guide us in the opportunities that we provide you. So these pillars, which are informed from literature and key skills that grad students need to be successful in their personal and professional lives, is they're designed to help us make sure all the opportunities we're providing you are relevant and intentional and make sense for your success and what you need to take the next step. So today we are going to talk about the workshops, the digital credential badges, co-curricular certifications, graduate programs, and events that we provide to graduate students. And we'll just kind of take a little bit of a dive into each one just to help you understand what each one is about. And then afterwards, we'll open it up to questions. So I'm going to go ahead and hand it over to Mar to talk about our programs.
So the Grad Academy offers multiple graduate programs, and students are usually accepted as a cohort and then complete a number of program requirements. So we are currently accepting applications for Graduate Ambassadors, Graduate Advantage, Rebel Research and Mentorship, also known as RAMP, our Postgraduate Career Pathways program, our Graduate Writing Bootcamp, which is in August and January, and our Medallion program. So I'm just going to briefly go over what each one is. So our graduate ambassadors are the face of the graduate college on campus and off of campus. They receive scholarships and training to be successful storytellers, networkers, advocates, and emissaries for graduate education at UNLV. This program may be for you if you have completed a year of graduate school and want to become involved in advocating for graduate education and enhancing your networking skills. So next is our Grad Rebel Advantage program. It's for undergraduates to prepare them to be successful graduate school applicants and transition successfully when they begin their grad program. It's a pipeline to empower our undergraduates to graduate school success. And graduate students have the opportunity to serve as mentors to a small subgroup of program participants. They're responsible for advising a cohort of 8 to 15 undergraduate students accepted into the program, and they send student emails regarding graduate education, the Gradable Advantage program, answering questions, and providing them with mentorship. So this program may be for you if you enjoy mentoring others and are interested in helping undergraduate students navigate the graduate school application process. So RAMP is designed to provide undergraduate and graduate students with the opportunity to gain valuable research, scholarly, creative, and mentorship skills. RAMP is an innovative mentoring program where an undergraduate is matched with a graduate student to work on the grad student's research for a year. And at the end, we actually pay the team to present their work at an academic conference, and RAMP mentors actually receive a $500 scholarship each semester. The Postgraduate Career Pathways program helps graduate students explore and prepare for a variety of career options after completing their graduate program. Participants in the program are taught how to showcase their transferable skills, enhance their interviewing skills, and prepare their resumes. And they attend cohort meetings, complete workshops, and are matched with an employer to learn about their experience and industry. And if you're interested in a career within the non-academic industry and want to be prepared for postgraduate career demands, this may be a good fit for you. So our writing bootcamp is a week long of writing support, workshops, and quality writing time where cohorts of graduate students can strengthen their writing skills and confidence while making headway on a specific writing project. And this is held in August and January. So if you are an enrolled master's or doctoral student who is in good academic standing in a graduate degree program and who is actively working on a proposal, a thesis, a dissertation, a professional paper, or a publication, then this is a good program for you. And then we have our medallion program. And the medallion program honors exceptionally involved and high achieving students with medallions to be worn at commencement to mark their accomplishments. All graduate and professional students qualify for the program and may participate. For those who choose to be part of the medallion program, you'll need to accumulate at least 100 points using the point system on the Graduate College Medallion Program website. So to give you an example, if you participate in a certificate program, you will earn 40 points towards the medallion. And you apply for this during the semester you're graduating in. So next, I will hand it over to Nev to talk about the co-curricular certifications.
Thank you, Mar. So, as Grad Rebels, you also have the opportunity to participate in free year-long professional development programs in the areas of research, teaching, mentorship, and now financial literacy and wellness. Each certification is meant to help you develop and hone skills through a series of workshops, cohort meetings, and the completion of a culminating experience. So the teaching certification is really built to provide students with skills and knowledge necessary to teach successfully in a post-secondary classroom. So during this program, you're going to enroll in a graduate seminar on college teaching, attend cohort meetings, workshops, complete a teaching and evaluation experience, and also a teaching portfolio, which includes a teaching philosophy statement. So this program might be of interest to you if you want to stay in academia and want to learn about effective teaching strategies and receive training on best teaching practices. Next is our mentorship certification, which is built to provide you with skills to be effectively mentored, but as well as serve as a mentor in specifically higher education settings. So during this program, participants serve as a mentor in some capacity. You attend cohort meetings, you complete workshops, and submit a mentorship portfolio, which includes a diversity statement. And so this one might be of interest to you if you want to learn how to become a mentor, especially if you aspire to be in a future role where you will get that opportunity to mentor others. So even if you don't necessarily want to stay in academia, Typically, if you end up being in a leadership role, you probably have opportunities to mentor others. And then our research certification is built to provide students with skills to initiate, conduct, and successfully complete research projects. So during this program, you are going to be actively working on a research project or a creative or scholarly activity, attend different workshops, cohort meetings, and then complete a portfolio that includes a research statement. So typically in this program, we have a lot of incoming graduate students that really just want to gain exposure and training in just the research cycle. So if this might be of interest to you, if you're kind of just starting to get exposed to this. And then lastly, we just launched a graduate financial literacy and wellness certification that helps students with skills necessary to plan for their future financial success. All of our content is research and expert informed, and you're going to get to learn about financial topics, steps you can take to improve your current financial situation, and how to create a future with minimal financial anxiety and stress. So those are the 4 certifications that we are offering right now, and I will hand it back to Mara to talk a little bit about workshops we offer.
So we offer over 60 workshops per year that cover a variety of topics. So some of these include academic interviewing strategies, non-academic salary negotiation, investments, stocks and bonds, Bitcoin, research poster design, linked up with LinkedIn, and many more. I'll actually drop a link in the chat to our Grad Academy YouTube playlist, which includes some of our recorded workshop offerings because we have a ton of recorded ones on our playlist. And I will hand it over to Nev to talk about badges.
So in fall of 2021, we recently launched graduate badges, and badges are essentially like digital micro credentials that indicate a level of proficiency in a given topic. So right now we're offering badges in the areas of financial literacy and wellness. We have a Foundations of Financial Literacy badge, an Investing for Your Future badge, and a Building Financial Security badge. We're working on some more badges in different areas right now, but these are the ones that are available in case you're interested in this topic and just personal financial wellness. These programs are kind of at your own pace. You're going to be enrolled in a Canvas course, and then you can kind of take it on your own pace, and you have essentially until you graduate to complete these. But then you can also take these badges and use them as a pathway to the certification that we just mentioned earlier as well. So we also host many events each year that with the goal of highlighting the very impressive work that graduate students do on UNLV. So these events also serve as opportunities for community members and donors to see graduate students in action and just better understand the importance of research, of scholarship, of creative activities, and the value of graduate education. So we host a number of these events each year, and I will talk a little bit about just a couple of these. So Rebel Grad Slam is a 3-minute thesis competition that allows you to showcase your research to your audience and judges in a very condensed and compelling way. The idea is to explain, what you study, why do you study it, why is it important, its broader impacts, and do it to an audience that might not necessarily understand your field. So it really just gets you comfortable with talking about your research and explaining it in more layman's terms. And then winners of each round win scholarships. So you can win scholarships in your prelim and then in the semifinals and then in the finals as well. We have about a prize pool of $14,000. So this is also a really great competition. And then we have Inspiration, Innovation, Impact. And we also have Graduate Showcase, which are essentially students giving like these 5-minute TED Talks that really talk about their research and why it's important. And these also come with scholarships. So if you're interested in showcasing your research, you should definitely apply for these. And then we also have our Diversity Research and Action Forum, which really just showcases faculty, staff, students who are from diverse backgrounds or whose research is on diversity. So that is something that we'll probably be hosting in the spring if that's something you're interested in as well. So we just told you a bunch of programs that we have, a bunch of opportunities and events. And we know that as graduate students, you already have a pretty rigorous workload. You have personal obligations, you have work, and this is just, another thing to add onto your plate. So we just wanted to touch a little bit about why it's important to participate in things like this. So according to research, a lot of employers, in addition to seeking candidates that are experts in their fields, which you are becoming through your programs, they also seek applicants that have robust skills that make them, collaborative, creative, successful members of their teams that have effective communication skills and some of these top competencies that we put here on this slide. So, once you enter your field, knowing these other things and honing in on some of these skills will really help you advance in your field as well. So we just wanted to mention that. And then I'm going to hand it over to Dustin because we want him to share a bit about his experience in the Grad Academy as a graduate student. So just to tell you a little bit about him before I hand it over, he is a third-year PhD student who studies mindful exercise. He's been involved with the Grad Academy for a couple of years and has had experience with a variety of programs. We're going to hand it over to him now to share a little bit about his experience, and then we're going to go ahead and open it up to questions.
All right, thanks, Nev and Mar. Hi, everyone. As you saw and as you see on the screen, my face, there's information about me there. Like I said earlier, I'm in the Interdisciplinary Health Sciences PhD program. So I'm studying mindful exercise, and that's kind of the bridge between mindfulness meditation and being active regularly. That's what I like doing for my own research purposes, but I know that I can't only focus on my research as a graduate student, otherwise I won't be well-rounded. And so that's where the graduate college comes in. First and foremost, the graduate college makes it possible for me to be a GA, which is fantastic because those are skills that I'll need, whether it's teaching or being a professional development GA. Those things have helped me develop communication skills, technology skills, collaboration skills. And so, those are great, and I'm really thankful for those. But I also know that not everyone is a GA. So not everyone's a graduate assistant. And so graduate students that aren't graduate assistants, which is the majority of graduate students, through the Grad Academy can develop a lot of those skills I was just talking about, and also the ones that Nev and Mar have already spoken about. I've been involved in the Grad Rebel Slam, or the Rebel Grad Slam, for example, which is the 3-minute thesis equivalent. So that research I talked about just a moment ago, I got up there and I talked about it in 3 minutes and competed against other graduate students to try to make my research or my elevator speech really effective. And so in one year I made it to the finals, and another year I made it to the semifinals. And in both of those cases, it was really a great opportunity to really hone my ability to communicate quickly and effectively what I'm interested in. But that's not all. I mean, we don't have to only communicate as graduate students verbally, right? We have to also communicate effectively in written form. And so the Grad Rebel Writing Boot Camp is another activity that I was involved in. Nev mentioned that just a little while ago. And that was something, actually, that was the first event I did with the graduate college way back in 2020. And I had never written a paper to get it published. I was brand new to that concept, and that week-long boot camp jump-started that process for me. And I actually ended up carrying that work I did during that week onward, and with my advisor, we got it published. So, speaking effectively, writing effectively, those are skills that the Grad Academy supports. On top of that, I've been involved as a Grad Rebel ambassador, and so I've had the chance to go to events and speak to people from the community, donors, and then and just family and friends of people that are students here, and then also speak to faculty and staff about how great the work the graduate college is doing and the Grad Academy is doing for graduate students. On top of all that, I've attended a lot of workshops from the Grad Academy. I won't list them all here, but the one that I actually appreciated the most was the imposter syndrome workshop. for those of you who might not be as familiar with the imposter syndrome, it's kind of, in a nutshell, feeling like you don't know as much as other people, or you feel like you don't know as much as everyone thinks you do, and you're afraid you're going to be found out as like a fraud, and that you don't belong maybe in whatever you're doing or whatever field you're in. And I think that, well, I know for a fact I resonate a lot with that. As much as I try to do as a student, I don't always feel like I am as likely to succeed as I would hope. And so those negative self-critical thoughts can be really debilitating as a graduate student. And so there are plenty of programs and workshops that the Grad Academy offers to help us combat those self-limiting beliefs and strive for higher achievement. And also wellness, so there are workshops, I would consider that a wellness workshop that helps us balance the mental or cognitive elements of being a student in a really difficult or rigorous program. So that's kind of just a real quick introduction to how I've been involved with the Graduate College and the Grad Academy. I can't really say that I've had any negative experiences with it. It's been a great time working with other graduate students as well as the leadership team here that's leading this call. And I've met a lot of people through the program. And on top of the skills and the people I've met, I've also been grateful for all the financial support the Grad Academy offers. You heard Mar mention that in some of the programs, you earn scholarships for participating. And so, as you can probably relate, extra unplanned money coming into your pocket as a graduate student is a nice thing. So, on top of those other things, consider that you do earn money in some of these programs by just showing up to learn, and getting paid to learn is a really nice thing. So that's kind of what I have, and I'm open to answering any questions that anyone has, and thank you again for having me.
Thank you so much, Dustin. So we're going to go ahead and open up for questions, but before we do, I just wanted to leave you with a couple of resources. So we have our website here if you wanted to check it out and just take a look at each of the program pages. If you have any questions, you can email us at gradacademy@unlv.edu, or you can go ahead and email me. We're also happy to set up one-on-ones if you just wanted to kind of talk through what your goals are, and we can discuss what program might be best for you depending on your goals. We are happy to do that, but our upcoming cohort applications are also open right now in case any of these programs spoke to you and you're interested in those. So just wanted to leave you with that, and then we will now open it up for questions.